Hey, Tuna here with another long-awaited do-it-yourself video. Before I go any further, I want to thank everyone who has ever viewed my videos and learned something. Helping y'all is why I do this. So, today I'll be showing you how to remove the rear bumper fascia from a 2012 to 2016 Chevrolet Sonic hatchback. Starting off with the manual, quote, remove the screws from the rear wheelhouse liners to the rear fascia. There are 10 of these screws total, and they all use a T20 Torx bit. They are roughly located here, inside the wheelhouse and under the bumper fascia. Let's take a closer look. From the rear left, there's one here, here, and here. Underneath, you'll find these two. It's the same on the other side with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 screws. Time to remove them. Personally, I didn't feel like fighting the tire, so I used a mini ratchet with the T20 Torx bit. There was enough clearance under the vehicle, so I used the 90-degree drill. With all 10 screws out, let's go back to the manual. Quote, disconnect the rear electrical connectors. This only applies if you have the rear parking sensors, as seen on the diagram. I don't have them, so unfortunately I cannot show that step. The manual also says, quote, rear fascia lower push-in retainer, quantity €2% to what? There's two of them. They are both located under the bumper to the rear of the spare tire basin. I recommend using a plastic panel removal tool. Note, the center didn't need to be violently removed, simply extending it will work, as seen on the next one. Much better. Now for the pro tip. The manual doesn't require the taillights to be removed, but it's only 2 Phillips screws and makes things much easier. So with that, remove the screws for each taillight, unmount them, and lay them down inside the hatch. Now looking at the diagram, there are 5 primary locations the bumper is being held on by: the metal clips below the hatch and the fascia outer guide brackets. The 2 of these brackets, one on each side, are actually connected together and riveted onto the body as seen here and here on a purchase screen. Here's the hardest part. The manual says, quote, carefully push a small nylon wedge between the fascia and the bracket to separate the joint slightly. Spray a mixture of soap and clean drinkable water into the joint to act as a lubricant. Insert a small flat-bladed tool or plastic trim tool into the fascia slot and depress the tabs one at a time. Pull the rear bumper fascia carefully rearward and outward in order to release the retaining tabs from the rear bumper fascia guides. Another technique is to squeeze the plastic by pushing in at either end to flex the bumper at the bracket. What it doesn't tell you is that there are 2 tabs located here on both sides that you need to depress. You'll see why I only do those on this side in just a second. Undo those tabs and make sure the fascia is detached from the outer guides. Grab the center below those metal tabs and pull it straight off. Now you see why I didn't have those left side tabs. My car was hit and the outer guide that should be here was flexed, cracked, and fell out of the bottom of the bumper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time.